season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida's offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And they pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed over the middle. It's Berry. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They just keep firing. Another incompletion on 3rd down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Rush is on him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25s.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ole Miss offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rebels are in the hurry up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. Just going to keep it after the snap. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Berry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the gun to give. Looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Florida! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field, too. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On target to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. To the air, it's Lindsey. Wiggles free. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long down for a loss. And the Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on first down. On a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
This drive will open from the 15. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls in.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Fires it incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Big guy smells it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Well,
this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snagged out of the air. Spins away from one. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Rebels. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life in this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Finds his target down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab, got the conversion, it's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He gets a block. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Skips away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect it.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Looks as if he's going to run it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Gator.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And he's going to bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
And they got him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Clark. Fights off a defender. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Going to sling it on second down. He's going to take off. Turning it on. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Gators are rolling down the field. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Got it behind the line. It's Daly. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that this This offense has been a machine on third down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And picking up the first down would be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Bringing the heat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his hand. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He tries to take the top off. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Find some fresh air. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Rebels are marching down the field.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Still on his feet at the 45. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with this.
There's a fumble. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Wide receiver going in motion. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On the ground, it's Rousseau. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down and run. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it. Creates a little room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Pocket breaking down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So 1st down will open up the final period. The give to the back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Boom. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down and getting down.
And how How nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
A designed run for the quarterback. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gator. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks.
He's looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. The give on the option. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. He's taking a deep shot. Brings it in down the left side. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Lost to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Rousseau. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Reads it, fires complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
and the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They go to the ground, and he'll be